Oh, man, I love you so much. God, I love you. That was a great play, son. God, I love you, boy. I need you, Dad. Oh, I love you so much. I need you here. I know, baby.
Hey, good old son back.
I'm here. I'm here.
Hey,
I'm here.
my son is back.
Y'all been turned up online, man.
I'm happy now. My son is back.
Yes, sir.
Deion Sanders reacts to Shedeur Sanders' Pro Bowl announcement, and as expected, it instantly becomes headline news across the football world. Shedeur Sanders, quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, has officially locked in his spot for the 2026 NFL Pro Bowl as a replacement selection. No hype, no shortcuts, just another major achievement added to a rookie season that continues to split opinions and ignite non-stop debate across the league. The moment the announcement dropped, social media blew up, and it didn't take long for the Sanders family to make their mark. This wasn't just another roster update. It was a statement showing how far Shadur has come in such a short time and how every single move he makes is being closely scrutinized. And of course, Deion Sanders, head coach of the Colorado Buffaloes, weighed in.
Get in the candy shop. It was like your babies out there that you cut the umbilical cord. Now now they doing their thing. I just can't wait to see him get down tonight. It's going to be a problem after tonight, though. I promise you that.
Sorry, Pops. I ain't do what I was supposed to do fully. But, we'll live to see another opportunity.
Deion took to social media shortly after the Pro Bowl news broke, and even though he didn't mention the selection directly, the timing said it all. Deion shared a reflective post that read, "God is truly amazing. That's why we give thanks and celebrate every moment of the day." Simple words, but loaded with meaning and intention. That post immediately grabbed attention, especially given the context. Fans, players, and analysts quickly read between the lines, recognizing it as a proud father quietly celebrating a major milestone without needing to spell it out. The message carried the familiar tone of gratitude and faith that has followed the Sanders family throughout Shedeur's journey. Deion didn't stop there. He tagged family members, including Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh Sanders, Deion Sanders Jr., and others, reinforcing that this moment wasn't just about football. It was about family, patience, and a long-term vision.
Yeah. Here we go. Cross pass.
Let's go, 12. You got us, man.
Hey, try that. The work already been done, bro. We already worked for this shit. You feel me? It's us. Let's do it. We believe. I believe in God. I believe in me. Let's do it. Hey, one on me. 1 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead.
The message closed with the trademark confidence that's become synonymous with Coach Prime. Meanwhile, Shedeur Sanders himself shared a post that resonated with supporters and critics alike. He wrote, "What's meant for you is meant for you." Short, simple, but it perfectly captured the mindset of a quarterback who's tuned out the noise, absorbed the pressure, and kept pushing forward. That mindset didn't appear overnight. During his final 2 seasons at Colorado, Shadur put together one of the most productive quarterback stretches in program history. He racked up 7,364 passing yards and 64 touchdown passes, numbers that demanded the attention of the college football world. In 2024, Shadur earned Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year, playing a central role in transforming the Buffaloes from a 1-win team in 2022 to a 9-win program by 2024. That turnaround wasn't accidental. It was fueled by leadership, consistency, and a quarterback who refused to blink under pressure. After finishing his college career in Boulder, Shadur entered the 2025 NFL Draft, where the Cleveland Browns selected him in the 5th round. From that moment, expectations were split. Some saw massive opportunity, others doubted, and many were waiting for proof. Fast forward to his rookie season, and the conversation hasn't slowed. Shadur has played in 8 games, throwing for roughly 1,400 yards with a 56.6% completion rate. He's thrown 7 touchdowns, but also 10 interceptions, numbers critics cite as proof he wasn't ready. Advanced metrics haven't been any kinder. His QBR of 18.9 ranked near the bottom among quarterbacks with at least 7 games played, adding fuel to the fire and skepticism surrounding his Pro Bowl nod. For many fans, that invitation came as a surprise or even a shock. Still, context is everything. Rookie quarterbacks often face steep learning curves, unstable offenses, and relentless pressure behind inconsistent protection. Despite all that, Shadur has stayed composed, taken accountability, and continued to compete. Traits that don't always show
Pro
up
Bowl
on a
quarterback.
stat sheet.
The rookie season was largely a joke for how it was covered, and the Pro Bowl has unfortunately turned to a joke itself. Nobody really watches it, and that's why they're going to these levels to get Shedeur Sanders in there. Obviously, a huge ratings boost, which is why I can see him end up being like the quarterback in the flag football Olympic event. Maybe it's like a new Big Three. Maybe it's a new Arena Football League. I don't know what it is, but Shedeur Sanders is the 4-hire quarterback right now because everyone likes watching him. It's mostly a 7-on-7 game for the Pro Bowl, and it just turns into a dodgeball event. And that's why nobody watches. The one sad thing I do want to bring up is just that we view NFL careers based on how many Pro Bowls they make. And I think it's the way that we've kind of elected these guys into it. It's kind of a joke and kind of sad. No skin off my back. I wasn't going to watch it anyways.
The Pro Bowl selection, even as a replacement, represents more than just raw stats. It reflects visibility, leadership, and the league acknowledging impact beyond the numbers. Agree or disagree, one thing is undeniable. Shedeur Sanders is now firmly part of the NFL conversation. And when the noise gets loud, the Sanders family does what they've always done. They keep moving, stay grounded, and let time speak for itself. The way the Pro Bowl is structured and how players are chosen has shifted dramatically over the years, and that change has completely altered how fans and players view the honor. The week leading up to the Super Bowl is particularly critical. Players voted in who are preparing for the biggest game of their careers don't participate, opening the door for replacements and surprise names to step in. On top of that, the Pro Bowl isn't the traditional full-contact game it once was, which has completely reshaped the experience. Instead of a classic matchup, the event now centers on skill challenges and competitions designed for entertainment, safety, and fan engagement. Some fans embrace the modern format, but others argue it has diluted the prestige the selection once carried. That tension has sparked endless debate across the league, especially among former players who lived through the Pro Bowl's golden era. One of those voices is Sean Marman, former NFL linebacker and 3-time Pro Bowler, who shared his perspective online. Marman reflected on what the honor used to mean, pointing out that he still owns a Pro Bowl helmet signed by some of the greatest players in NFL history. He emphasized that the Pro Bowl used to carry real weight, earned through dominance, consistency, and league-wide respect. Today, he notes, everything is different, and that shift is impossible to ignore. That context explains why Shedeur Sanders' Pro Bowl selection sparked so much discussion. By traditional measures, his rookie season didn't scream automatic Pro Bowler. His numbers weren't flashy, efficiency wasn't elite, and advanced metrics weren't flattering. That reality gave critics plenty of ammo. At the same time, the league has seen a growing trend of star players declining Pro Bowl invites. Whether due to injury recovery, contract considerations, or just wanting an early offseason, top names have opted out more than ever. Last season, Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson both skipped the Pro Bowl, despite missing the Super Bowl, and a week later, both finished top 2 in MVP voting, proving skipping the event no longer carries stigma. That reality has reshaped public perception. The Pro Bowl has shifted from a definitive measure of excellence into a mix of recognition, availability, popularity, and timing. And of course, the criticism didn't stop there. Jermaine Illuminor even took to X, voicing his frustration in blunt, unfiltered fashion.
Had, through 7 touchdowns this season, 10 interceptions, and had 1,569 passing yards, He had a 56% completion percentage, but he was a bottom 3 quarterback. He was a bottom 3. If you looked at his numbers, he had a quarterback rating of 18.8 and a 13.5 passer rating, lowest by a player with 15 plus attempts since 2012. He finished the 2025 season with a 68.1 rating. That's brutal. Brutal. So why would you want to take those numbers and put yourself with who are supposed to be the best of the best? Those who were voted by players, coaches, and fans. I saw some podcaster online going, he was voted by the players and the coaches. You forgot the fans. The Shedeur-gasms, they voted him just to vote him. Okay, those guys who think Shadur can do no wrong, they voted him just to vote him. You can vote for anybody you want to vote for. So he got enough votes to be at the bottom of the list. Didn't get enough to get higher because coach is not going to vote for him, not with those numbers, and players sure as hell not going to vote for him, not with those numbers. You have to earn that. So it was only the fans. And that's pretty much. I mean, you could have had a player saying, I'm going to stick it to the man and I'm going to vote for Shadur anyway. You could have. I don't think they're going to do that, though, because it's a respect thing. So the fans got him on the list, and he got chosen as an alternate because no one else wanted to go.
So he wrote, "No hate, but the Pro Bowl is a complete joke." Ha! He pointed out that elite offensive linemen often fly under the radar, while more recognizable names get the nod just because they're seen more. That comment hit hard because it exposed a raw truth. Reputation often outweighs production. Stats alone don't always guarantee recognition, especially in a league where exposure and narrative drive perception. So when news dropped that Shedeur Sanders would step in as a Pro Bowl replacement, reactions were instant and intense. The football world buzzed with the usual mix of surprise, skepticism, respect, and curiosity. For some, this selection represented opportunity, a rookie proving that perfection isn't required to make an impact. For others, it reignited debates over standards, excitement, and what it really means to earn league-wide acknowledgement. But among all the reactions, none carried more weight than Deion Sanders' own response. Deion didn't erupt in celebration or flood social media with flashy graphics and loud declarations like many expected. Instead, his reaction was measured, grounded, and quietly powerful, the kind of response that comes with experience, perspective, and legacy. When you're Deion Sanders, pride comes wrapped in responsibility. His tone made it clear this wasn't about validation or revenge. It was about recognizing a young man who stayed focused under relentless scrutiny. In a brief media moment, Deion stressed that this story isn't about him. His words carried calm confidence, underscoring that Shedeur's journey stands on its own merit. That message resonated across Shedeur's entire career, from youth fields to packed college stadiums and now NFL sidelines. Every step of his path has been watched, dissected, and often dismissed as privilege rather than progress. Every completion magnified, every mistake amplified, and every success reduced by critics to a last name instead of leadership. The Pro Bowl selection subtly shifted that narrative. This league doesn't hand out invitations because of family ties. When that call comes, it means coaches, players, and evaluators see something worth recognizing. That sentiment captured pure Deion energy, confident without being loud, proud without being reckless, grounded in belief rather than hype, taking pride without overshadowing the moment. That's how this chapter unfolded. Insider information revealed that Deion Sanders didn't immediately rush to social media when the Pro Bowl news broke.
Sanders has been added to the Pro Bowl as a replacement. What are we doing? So Shedeur Sanders makes the Pro Bowl over Ward?
Does Cam Webb have a celebration?
Oh, wow. This is a celebration. These Pro Bowl votings is... It blows my mind. The guy won 2 games. They went from a traditional football game to the flag football games.
He got like dodgeball and shit.
Yeah, I'm all for player safety, but at the same time, like, What are we doing?
How do we fix it?
We already driving down that road. It don't make sense to turn around and go back. Y'all just got to keep on going. Y'all too deep in there now. Just keep on doing it now. Just keep on doing it now. It's going to turn into a spelling bee before you know it.
Before the public posts, before the hot takes, before the headlines even hit, there was a private phone call. No cameras, no captions, no spectacle. Just a pause, a quiet reminder that carried weight. The message was simple but packed. Stay committed to your craft and watch what follows. That part often gets buried in the noise, but it laid the groundwork for everything that came next. Behind the Hall of Fame legend, the cultural icon, is a father who understands timing and impact. Long before anyone reacted, that quiet moment set the tone for what this selection truly meant. Shedeur Sanders' rookie season was never meant to be seamless, and it wasn't. There were highs, there were lows, flashes of brilliance mixed with hard lessons, long Sundays where growth mattered more than box scores. The road was uneven, scrutiny was unrelenting, and the margin for error razor thin. Misreads happened, drives stalled, and at times the pressure outweighed the progress. But what separated Shadur from many young quarterbacks wasn't just his arm or accuracy, it was composure, calm under fire, control when chaos tried to creep in. That steadiness didn't appear magically on Sundays. Deion has said it openly. He never flinched. Shadur never has either. That mindset was forged long before the NFL, through life lessons, accountability, and responsibility. As a father, Deion chose not to shield his son from adversity. No safety net came with the last name. If anything, it made the climb steeper. Expectations were higher, criticism louder, mistakes magnified. Shadur had to stand on his own. No leaning on reputation, no hiding behind legacy, no shortcuts. That pressure forged resilience, not entitlement. Then came the Pro Bowl announcement, and suddenly Deion was in a delicate position. Proud father? Absolutely. Hall of Famer? Undeniably. Two-sport legend? Cultural icon? One of the most recognizable figures in sports history? Any reaction he gave would be analyzed, dissected, and debated. When asked whether the timing of Shedur's achievement made it more meaningful, Deion's response was calm and intentional. I created my own, he's creating his. That line carried weight. The distinction mattered. Deion's pride wasn't born from comparison, it came from defiance. Critics had long claimed Shedur's success was borrowed, inherited, or manufactured. That narrative followed him from high school to college to the NFL. The Pro Bowl didn't silence those voices entirely, but it quieted them enough to reveal a new truth. Respect began creeping into conversations. Perspectives started to shift. Much respect, Deion said, adding, "This kid is meant to be here." That wasn't hype. It was recognition of survival, growth, and endurance. Still, Deion was clear. This moment is not the destination. The Pro Bowl is cool, he acknowledged, but it's not the goal. That's when the motivator came in. Recognition raises expectations, defenses adjust, film study intensifies, patience disappears. Once your name hits the list, you're no longer hidden. They're coming, Deion warned. For Shadur, this was both guidance and a test. The announcement wasn't validation, it was a pivot point, a signal that the league was watching closer. This moment didn't crown him, it challenged him, raised the bar, and tightened the spotlight. That's why this Pro Bowl nod matters beyond the surface. It wasn't a reward for perfection, it was recognition of trajectory, toughness, and standing tall when comfort wasn't guaranteed. This wasn't just an honor, it was a game changer.